Hello and welcome to this video where I'll be showing you how you can use Halcyon's spooled file manager to write PDFs direct to a Windows share using QNTC. Before we take a look at the configuration of Halcyon on the IBM I, there's a few things that need to be configured on the Windows server itself. As Halcyon uses QSysOpera as the default monitor user profile, we need to add a local account onto the Windows server, and this will include the matching password for the QSysOpera user profile on the IBM I. Within Windows Explorer, you then need to create the folder that you want to write PDFs directly to, or if it already exists, you just need to make sure that the folder is shared. With the sharing, so for this example, the permissions that have to be set are for the QSysOpera local account that I've created, and you can see there that I've given full control to that local account. Once we go through to the security, again it's just ensuring that you add in that local account, so the QSysOpera account that you've created, and granting full control will ensure that when the iSeries attempts to write to the Windows share, it has the permissions to that folder that's either created or already exists. Moving on to the IBM I, we're going to start off within the Halcyon System Event Manager, and we're going to take option 5 to work with rules. I'm going to now add in the output queue that I want to be monitored by Halcyon. So I'm going to press F6 and I'm just going to add in my own output queue. As you can see, I'm going to have this output queue checked every 60 seconds by Halcyon. Using F11, I can then expand out the output queues, and by pressing F6 against the Nikki output queue, I can now create a new rule. For this example, I'm going to put my description PDF to Windows Share QNTC, and then I'm just going to page down. Now the default selection criteria that's added by Halcyon is a generic select all spool files, and that's what I want to do for this example, so I'm just going to press enter and leave that as it is. I'm then going to position myself into the Actions pane on the Halcyon Output Queue Rule window and press F6. By using the F4 to prompt the action field, I'm going to navigate down to Copy to Stumpf or Copy to Stream File, and this is the action that's going to be used by Halcyon. When any spool file is detected on the Nikki output queue, it's going to copy that stream file, and I just need to tell Halcyon where it's going to copy that stream file to. So this is where we put in the QNTC path. Now for my example, I used my laptop, so this is the host name of my laptop, and I created, if you remember, that temp folder in the Windows directory. So your stream file path will obviously be different depending on what's been configured. And then once we've qualified the path itself, I'm just going to use the Halcyon substitution variable &file, which will ensure that when the file's created, it's created with the name of the actual spooled file itself. A couple of things we just need to check in the settings further down. We want to ensure that the output format is PDF because that's what we want to create, and for writing to a Windows share, the stream file code page should be set to PC ASCII. Press enter once that's configured. Enter again just to accept the action, and enter again to accept the rule, and that rule's now in place. So any spool file that's sent to that output queue will be processed by Halcyon. So I'm just going to create a very simple spool file. So if I just do a work with spliff, you'll see that that spool file's on my output queue. In order to check that Halcyon has detected the spooled file on the output queue, we can take option 2 to work with alert log, and we can then take option 13 to display the action history. And you can see here that the status has completed where it's written that spooled file as a PDF to my Windows share. So let's take a look in Windows Explorer to see whether the PDF exists. So here we are in my temp folder on my C drive, and this is the PDF that's just been created by Halcyon, written directly to the Windows folder. and if I just open that up, you'll see the system status information that I created as a spooled file on the IBM I hope this video has been of great help. If you do require any further assistance with the configuration, please do feel free to email us at technicalservices@halcyonsoftware.com.